Hello everyone, how's it going? Paco VJ, making my first real appearance in a video. I'm always recording everything behind the scenes, but this time I decided to make just a quick short video, some ramblings about me and what's going on. It's been a while since I made a video on my channel about any haul or anything. I think I have a couple of little stacks to make enough, maybe 3 whole videos. I wanted to do something else other than my hauls. Um, uh, I owe beauty comics. I haven't forgot. I still have to make a video about my top 10 comic books that, if anything would have happened, which one will be my 10 top comics that I would grab with me and run for my life. Family first in front of me. But anyways, if I always see, I always thought if I see my house on fire, which comics I would grab. Some friend of mine and some people here in the JoeTube community, if they know me, they know that I lost my whole collection that I left back in Mexico in one of the hurricanes. They got completely destroyed. Hurricane took everything, so I have to start all over again. So that gets you thinking. And it's like, hey, what's gonna happen if I get flooding or anything? So that is actually a very interesting video for me. If something would happen, which one are the comic books that I would just grab and get the hell out of here? So I haven't forgot beauty comics. I haven't forgot. It's still on my list. In fact, all this delay started with that. As I was starting to thinking what I was going to do, I suddenly realized that I had like 4 to 5 months of comic books that I haven't really put together in bags and in boxes and archive them. I buy Silver Age, as you know, mostly my channel, anything that you see is mostly Silver Age, some early Bronze, not too many moderns. I have some moderns, but not that many. I still buy modern books. Every week I try to buy some modern books. Some of them, it's more because of the love of the character. I collect Amazing Spider-Man just because I love Spider-Man. It's one of my favorite characters of all time. I stopped reading at the end of the Superior Spider-Man. I was a little bit let down by that saga and that story, but I kept reading it. There were some interesting plots, and yet I wasn't really too keen or too tight on it. So essentially I drop it. I still buy it. I still have bought it because I love the character. Avengers, I still collect Avengers. I only buy one title, the main Avengers title. There was a point where there were 3 or 4, and too expensive, really. So I just kept them because I love the Avengers. Is also my favorite team. Actually, no, my favorite team is X-Men. That's the favorite team that I have. And X-Men, I was buying it. I stopped buying it when they started to bring the younger X-Men back in time when they kill Cyclops. I think it's so long that I can remember. I started rebuying now with X-Men Red, but I haven't read anything. I have piles of books that I have to read, but my main focus now for a while has been just Silver Age books. Particularly, I'm looking to have a run of the Silver Age of Fantastic Four. I'm looking, buying whatever I can get my hands on from early Thor, Mighty Thor, X-Men. I still have about 10 books to complete my run from 100 to 400, and I'm also buying some of the early between the 100 books, whatever I can get my hands on. But coming back a little bit, I as I was starting to look at what will be my 10 comics to make my video, I started to realize that yeah, I have a lot of comic books that I have in archive that I didn't even knew that I had. So it was getting too out of hand. So I have to start putting together bagging boards and rebagging and buying a couple of boxes just to get everything organized. And one thing led to another. I got busy with my family. I have two little kids, two little beautiful girls that pretty much keep my wife and I absorbed. So after that is, of course, quality time with my wife. And then whatever little time I have, I spend a little time on my computer working. I pretty much work every single day. So yeah, so one thing led to another. Then there was some vacations in March break, and yeah, one thing led to another, and I started to get busy. And holy cow! After I realized it, I was like, holy wow! It's been a long time since I have made a video. Actually, I haven't even watched some of the guys that I love to watch. I have managed to grab a couple of live streams from Dr. Bonchila, good man John, and I totally enjoy those. And I happened to grab them because when he's done, it has been in the afternoon when I'm at work, and it's when it's a little bit quiet time. We have a little bit of a quiet time. I actually just go to the channel and start enjoying the videos. So John, if sometimes I think that I'm lost in time, is because I have a call and I'm on one side I'm hearing you, and on another side I'm just answering a customer. But yeah, so I have it lucky to get a couple of his chats. Super cool. If you had a chance, just go in. They're pretty awesome. I always wanted to be able to go into one of the live stream chats from JLS Comics, and also for Nick and the Dudes. But Nick and the Dudes is pretty tough because it's right at bedtime with my girls, so nearly impossible. I ended up doing the rewatch, and JLS Comics. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance. I mean, really, there's been a lot of videos that I haven't seen, a lot of hauls from some of you guys over there, the guys that I follow. So yeah, I haven't really made too many comments, and because of it, so yeah, so I decided. I also just realized it. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. All of a sudden, I realized it that I have 100 followers, 101 to be exact. So I'm like, oh, Kyle, I was like, really? I have 100. I already got to the 100 followers. I'm like, cool, and I haven't posted any videos. So. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I started the channel as an incentive of one of my good buddies back in Mexico. Every time that I bought some comics, I always show him, taking some pictures, saying, "Hey, look what I found! Look at this!" And he's like, "Hey, man, you should do a video." And I'm like, "I don't know." So one day I said, you know what? Let's just start making a video just for fun. So I started it and I got hooked. I actually like it. So I feel bad when I actually don't make a video. I have a couple of tips here and there that I have put my little 2 cents to all of you guys who are out there. And that are all the comic book collectors and people who enjoy the hobby and everything. So I put a couple of videos there with some tips of how I protect my comic books. I started a couple of reviews for some books that I recently started to buy some books. I hasn't bought too many books, and so I started it. So I wanted to do some inside the book. So take a look at the book, because sometimes it's hard for people to decide. There are not many book reviews, especially not for comics, I think, out there. And the ones that they're the most common ones. So I wanted to kind of like, I have bought a couple of things that I haven't seen too many people comment about them. So yeah, so I was like, okay, well, let's just make some videos of the books that I buy. I have one book that I haven't still make a video about it. So yeah, And so today, actually, it's been a couple of days. I wanted to make this video and say, hey, you know what? Let's put a video out there, put my face out there, because sometimes it's, you identify someone by the voice, but it's always nice to put a picture to the voice. I realize how nice it is. Like, I'm always talking to my customers all the time over the phone. And when I meet them in person, when they happen to run by the office, or I happen to go to their office and I meet them in person, it's always nice to meet the people behind the voice. So I said, well, I got 100 subscribers. It's been a while since I haven't made a video, and I really didn't want to think that I'm not interested to keep doing it. I am going to keep doing it. I love doing it. I really enjoy it. It's really nice to make my haul videos and all that. Listen to the comments, see what other people have, and showing them, this is, hey, look, this is what I found, this is what I got. So yeah, so I wanted to, okay, you know what, let's make a video. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. I am due to go to my LCS. I have 2 books. That one book I put on hold last time I was there, which was about 3 weeks ago. It was crazy. And then there is one book that he got, that I got first dibs on it, but he wasn't sure how much he was going to charge. He had to evaluate it, grade it, and then told me how much it was going to cost. I'm pretty sure by this time he knows already how much it's going to cost. So I also need to go to that book. There's 2 really nice books, at least for me. One of those books that, it's going to be Silver Age books. One is kind of a key, I guess. The other one is a nice book of the things that I'm actually looking for. And so yeah, I got a couple of other key books, pretty hot books right now, I think. I'll show them when I'm able to do the video. Hopefully, I'm starting to get along and putting everything together. So I think hopefully by next week I'll be able to do my first one of the hauls that I'm there, and then I'll make another one. So I don't know if I'll just wait until I have all of them done, because I'm probably going to have 3, potentially 4 whole books. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait until I record everything and then I put all the 4 hauls all together, or if I just simply do one at a time, in view of me being too busy and having not much time. So yeah, right now I'm here in the trenches. I'm trying to put things together so I can start archiving again, putting all the comic books and back and boards. My key issues, I've been waiting for my LCS to get. He showed me about a month and a half ago. He got his hands on really super nice boards. These are they're a little bit thicker than a full e-Gerber board, double coated front and back, and really nice. And he showed it to me, but he only had Golden Age, and all of my Mylards are Silver Age. So I said, hey, are you getting some silver? And it's like, yeah, I put an order for them, but I haven't got them. So hopefully I'm planning to go maybe tomorrow, if not over this weekend, planning to go there and see if he got them. Because if he got them, then I also find out that really my key collection, I don't know what I was thinking. Hang on. I put my keys in this. I don't know if you can see them, probably not. It's Silver Comics, Silver Comic Book Showcases from BCW. I mean, they're meant for display. They're really meant for display. They're really good. I actually have them on a review on one of my early videos. I show them. They're really nice. I like them, but the reason why I bought them wasn't really good. I bought them to kind of like protect my comic books. I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to put all my key books in this. And it got to a point where I realized that A, it was too expensive, and B, it was just not really what I was looking for what I wanted to be. They use a lot of space. I have 2 magazine boxes full of these things with some of the key books that I have, and they can all probably easily fit in just one single one. So I'm looking for those back boards that my LCS got. So I wanted to get my hands on so I can take them out of this, put them in this Mylar with board, and then show it to you guys. Finally make that top 10 key video, top 10 key comics video for our mutual good friend Beauty Comics. So yeah, I haven't forgot about that. So yeah, that's another thing that I want to do, and of course all that takes time. I gotta take them out of this, put them in the back, put them in the board. I also want to take the chance to start scanning the front and back of the books, more so for personal archiving. I have 90% of my comic books, I have them in a database. There's also another video about that. It's a great website. It's free and it's awesome. comicbookdb.com, I believe it is. I can't remember, but if you look at past of my videos, you'll see it there. I made one video about it. It's insanely cool. So I wanted to do it. I want to put these keys are not there. Because at the time that I was getting them, I wasn't really putting them there. I had it in another website, which I'm not using anymore. So I wanted to scan them and put them in the database and have pictures of the front and the back minimum. And the reason I'm doing that is, as I mentioned earlier in this video and a couple of 1 or 2 of my videos, I lost my first collection. I lost it. So now, as I was going through and getting everything back, it was hard. Some numbers was pretty easy to get back, some others they weren't. I'm like, oh, by the way, I also need this. So I want to have a database of that. And also I always like to prepare if a fire happens, if a fire happens of anything, I want to make sure that I have everything accounted for. Part of my insurance covers some part of my collection, so I wanted to have that. So anyway, so yeah, that's a couple of things that I'm doing, the reasons why I haven't been doing a video, and yeah, it's been you guys finally, or meeting me in person, in flesh. There's no just not a voice behind the video. So yeah, man. So I think that's it. I think that's enough of rambling. I ramble enough. You probably have enough. I was like, oh my god, this guy is just spitting just nonsense. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Everybody who has been watching my videos and comments and subscribing to my channel, thank you. I really missed track of how many people I got. So and yeah, I wanted to know that I'm still doing it, and I will keep doing it. It's just have to